So I believe it's day 16, right? Is it day 16 or 17? Can't remember right off the top of my head right now. Kind of got distracted. So yesterday was... Okay, so today's day 17. So today I'm going to start really going into a really aggressive cut. So this is where I'm going to really start upping things and with the food. So it's going to be this. A lot of people will tell you this is like dangerous, what I'm about to do and all that. So I mean, talk to your doctor, right? But I know I'll be fine. So pretty much I go into a very aggressive cut. So I go to 1,800 calories, and what happens is I got to get my protein way up, keep those carbs way down, but here's the key as well. Keep those fats around 50 grams so that it supports your hormone health. So I'm going to be going into this aggressive cut. I'm just doing this. Like, if that's something you guys want to do, I know TikTok's about to get banned, but there's some really good TikTokers that explain how to do it correctly. So this morning, I had pancakes, protein pancakes, and you're like, well, what? Pancakes on an aggressive cut? Like, yeah. So this morning's breakfast was 600 calories for 94 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat. So we're already starting really well off for today. And then for my pre-workout, I had a banana and a little bit of honey. So right there, that added like 120 calories, another 20 grams of carbs probably. I'd have to look at the macro tracker to for sure say. But that's just like perfect. And then when I get done with my workout, I'm still really full from breakfast. It's 12:30. I had breakfast at 10 a.m. So I honestly probably won't eat for a while. The antibiotic window from after you work out to when you should consume protein, it's a lot longer than previously thought. Everyone thought like, oh, you had to get protein in right after your workout, after your lift, and you can wait longer than 30 minutes. Now it's even longer. And then also, I'm still trying to digest that protein from this morning because it was a lot. So I just did a protein pancake mix from Kodiak, a serving of that. And then I just did 2 scoops of cinnamon bun ghost whey protein. And then mixed fat-free Fairlife milk into there, and then sugar-free syrup. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, it's dry, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And sometimes I'll switch it up, right? So sometimes I'll have just egg whites. Maybe I'll have egg whites for breakfast, or I'll have something else. Or I might even go into longer periods of time of fasting. So fasting for me is I want to do it for not only for like healing the body and all that other stuff. There's a lot of benefits to fasting, but also spiritually and religious purposes as well. You know, I think fasting is definitely a good tool to use, especially during weight loss. Like, as long as you're drinking water and you make sure you take your electrolytes, so you're having sodium, you're having potassium, magnesium, as long as you keep up on that stuff. Like, I've seen people do like crazy fast. Like, I saw this one guy he was like an ex-NFL player, and he fasted, I think it was like 100 plus days or something like that. I don't recommend that, but as long as your electrolytes are up, you take the stuff that you need to take, you're hydrated, man, our bodies can go a very long time without food. And you have to be cautious. You do have to be cautious with creating like eating disorders and all that kind of stuff. So just be really cautious when you start getting into fasting and all this stuff, because stuff can turn quick into eating disorders. Like when I worked in the hospital, I saw a lot of people with eating disorders, and it was sad. Like that's one thing I hate about TikTok and social media is like you'll get these guys that go, oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't eat this, it has this oil, it has that oil, it has this, it has that, it has, man, they create, there's so many people I'd get in the psych unit that just was so scared of what they were putting in their body because of those guys. And then we would get them to like, the doctors would, I say we, but it was really the doctors. The doctors would finally be able to convince them. Sometimes we helped too. Sometimes we were able to convince them as well. But they'd finally get them to like eat a bagel or eat something. Just eat something. And these girls, some of these girls were just like, dude, just like skin and bones. And it was so sad to see. And they would work so hard to get them just to even eat, and they would finally eat, and then all of a sudden they would like start eating that food and they're doing better, and then all of a sudden we'd see them back in the psych unit later on, and then the doctor would be like, oh, it's like, what happened? Like you really enjoyed that food, like what happened? And then they'd be like, oh, I watched a TikTok and he said not to eat that because it has this in it and it causes cancer. And it's like, man, I really dislike those guys. But you do have to be cautious on that kind of stuff so you don't develop like an eating disorder, because it's not good. You do need the nutrition. You do need all that stuff. So if you're going to get into fasting, I think 16-hour fasts a day and then 8 hours of eating, perfectly good. If you want to go longer with fasting, you can. Like I've seen people do 40 days, be perfectly fine. But just be cautious with it. And then also like consult your doctor as well. So like talk to your doctor about it. See what your doctor thinks. Some doctors are going to be different. Some doctors are going to be like, oh yeah, I'm all for that. I love that stuff. And then you might get another doctor who's like, no, don't do that. You're just starving yourself and blah, blah, blah. But what are you going to do? So today is back. So for day 17, back day, thinking about, I'm going to probably throw shoulders into there as well. Or wait, no. Do I want to do shoulders into this? No. Yes? No? What do I want to do? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Normally I have a plan before going to the gym, but today was just kind of an odd day. So, oh, sorry. So we're going to be throwing traps if we want to work out traps, not shoulders. Shoulder, chest, on my chest days is when I normally throw in shoulders. I don't know why I was thinking shoulders. But yeah, so back and traps, if I feel like my traps need it. I don't feel like they really need it. So we'll just see. So just simple back day. Go in there, get started. Get out, start recovering, stay in the calorie deficit. Repeat the process. It just really comes down to how bad, like, you guys really want this. Like, do you really want, if you're already going to the gym and you're working out consistently, you're already stronger than, like, I saw this thing where it's like, oh, if you're 30 years old, you're already stronger than, like, 70% of 30-year-olds if you go to the gym, because 70% of 30-year-olds do not go to the gym. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, how bad do you want it? Do you want to get shredded? Do you want to look badass, or do you not? Like, how bad do you want it? And it's like, you just gotta freaking do it. Like, I know you guys can do it. If I can do it, you guys can do it. I'm showing you guys how to do it. I'm showing you guys how I'm doing it. And we're slowly getting there. And then it also depends on how fast you want to do it. So, for example, I want to speed up the process. So I think I can speed up the process, do it safely, and not go crazy. And meaning like, oh my gosh, here comes 11 p.m. and I'm just like, oh man, you know what? No, I'm not doing this more. And then I just go absolute crazy on like sweets and junk food and all that. No. So that's why I used to normally do it slow. I do this process slowly so that I'm not struggling as much. But now I think I can do it the fast way. So I want to try it. So we're gonna try to do 1800 calories, and really work hard at it, and really meditate, really try to prevent that food noise of getting to us, and we'll see how we do. But let's get in there, get back, destroy our back, and destroy some backs. So I'm just warming up. I'm gonna film the warm-up session. Just kind of give you guys what I do. So I go really just lightweight, and just really more slow, controlled squeezing moments. And then when I'm coming back down, I fight gravity on my way down. Or in this case, you know what I'm saying. So I'll show you guys. Pretty sure you guys can see. But so I start from here, come up, and then I hold for a second. And I slowly just come down. Squeeze it again. Slowly just like fight that. Then I'll mix it up and go a little bit quicker. And then I'll fight it again. And this is how I warm up. And I'll just try to do as much as I can. And I'll do this for about 3 or 4 sets of like warming up, and then I'll start going heavier. We're gonna go really heavy on this one. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get it. I'm not sure if we can. I say that, but I know. Got to use different mentality. Not sure if I can get it. No, we can get this. So we're going to do the whole stack. Get the straps on there good. That felt weird. I see what I did. Wonder why it twisted like that. That was weird. This is going to show you guys the power of straps. All right, 2 times. Now we're going to make it a drop set. I would have got it more if I didn't mess up the first time doing the alrighty. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to spam these a couple more times and then move on. Let's do just some of these back throws. I'm not going to go too heavy on this one. I feel strong. I feel like I can go heavy today for some reason. I'm Just feeling extra strong today. I'm gonna sit here and spam this a few times and then probably just do pull downs and we'll be done. It's kind of a new workout for me. So you guys already know where I got this one from. So I'm not gonna go too heavy, but man, I feel it. I did a couple sets already. It's crazy how good this works. I think I get more lats activation than just normal pull downs. Or it's just because I've never done this workout before, so I'm feeling it even more. Oh man, that feels amazing. That's crazy. All right, now we're gonna switch hands. All right. There we go. I'm feeling a little bit more now. First I was feeling it in my arm, but that's because I was doing it straight back, not coming down. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna sit here, do this a couple times, and then I'll probably be done. So do the pose down, even though I can't really see my back muscles yet. I feel a little bit more bloated today for some reason. I don't know if it's just that big breakfast, but so I don't know. You guys can kind of see my progress of weight loss or fat loss, I should say. Go, claw, do the back pose. Yeah, I don't really know how to activate my lats or whatever, so whatever. But that's how we're looking. I gotta do another 45 minutes of cardio outside, another maybe cardio session later. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do cardio later or not, but I think I might just tone down the cardio, so I might just do the 45-minute outside one and then do the other one in the mornings fasted, just because I'm gonna be ramping up my calorie deficit and going into a crazy kind of deficit, so aggressive cut. So I might tone down the cardio a bit. So we'll see how it goes though. Maybe I'll keep the cardio the same. But how do I want to do this? Do we do a car talk, or do I see you guys back at the apartment to show you guys what I'm eating? I'll see you guys back at the apartment and I'll show you guys what I'm having for my post-lift meal. So a lot of time has passed since I last saw you guys. So I last saw you guys at the gym around, I think it was like 2 o'clock. It's now 4:38 p.m. So I went on my 45-minute walk outside as well, and I actually went a little bit further. But so I'm back now for my post-workout meal. So I'm counting the lifting session and then the also the cardio outside as just like one huge workout, right? So I haven't eaten anything since 10 this morning. So this is technically going to be lunch at 4:39, and that's pretty much what I want. I want to, if I'm not going to be going to bed tonight until like 10, 11 o'clock at night, I want to make sure that I make these meals really spread out apart, and I really want to save a lot more calories for at night. But right now, the way that it's looking, I'm not going to have too much calories when it comes to later at night, but that's okay. So this meal right here, I threw ground turkey in here, and then 3 whole eggs, scrambled them, and then I put broccoli, and then I put some sugar-free, it's like zero sugar, sugar-free Hawaiian barbecue sauce, and that is how that is coming out right there. So for this meal, it's 547 calories, 63 grams of protein, 29 grams of fat, and 7 grams of carbs. So that right now, that puts me at 1,317 calories. I'm at 159 grams of protein, 99 grams of carb, 35 grams of fat. So I need to get my fat to 50 grams, and then I need to get my protein up even more. So I got to get to my protein about 235. So this is my last meal with any carbs in it, so vegetables or like anything like that. And honestly, I probably could even waited longer to go without eating. But I'm not feeling really that hungry right now after my walk. It's really cold out there. I was really freezing. And when I got back here, I slammed a bunch of drinks. So it's like, I don't even really feel that hungry. But I know I need to get protein in my body. So I'm going to force myself to sit here and eat this. Which then I should stay full until at least one more meal later on. Or I can even split it into 2 meals. So I can split it into 2 smaller meals or have 1 larger meal closer to bed. But I'll be switching my schedule more too, where I'll be getting up very early in the morning. So a lot of that, like, food timing is going to change. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. The lift went really good. My back is pretty sore. Everything's feeling really good right now for tomorrow's lift. My legs are still a little bit sore because I think tomorrow's leg day. But the walk, I walked pretty far, and I was walking up hills and then downhills. So, actually, tomorrow's not leg day. I lied. Tomorrow's chest. So tomorrow, perfect. Like, my chest isn't sore. So tomorrow is chest day. Perfect. For some reason, I was thinking it was leg day. But chest, that's awesome, because my legs, there's no way I could do leg day tomorrow. But I can do chest day. So since leg day is not until the next day, so chest tomorrow, leg day, and then leg day, I'll probably go back tonight and do another 30 minutes of cardio, and just to get more cardio in. I thought about backtracking it since I'm doing such an aggressive cut, but all it is going to be low intensity walking. So I'm going to be walking at an incline. Probably, I only do like 2.5 speed at like a 12-13 incline. That's all you really need. But I'm going to sit here and kind of give this a little test right here. Let you guys know how this tastes. Fantastic. Especially with the sugar-free sauce. That's 0 calories. So this took not even 10 minutes to throw together, right? I already had the ground turkey prepared. So we have big containers of ground turkey ready to go. So that was just microwave. It took me 5 minutes to cook the eggs. And then it took me literally 5 minutes while that was cooking the eggs. The broccoli was microwaving. That broccoli took like 5 minutes. Then I threw it all together. Came over here. Started recording. Literally took like 12 minutes. Whatever. But yeah, so pretty much it. As long as I stay on track and I don't go over, and I don't think that's definitely not going to be happening. I'm not going to go over. I'm probably going to be stopping at like 17 to 1,800 calories easily, and then going to bed perfectly fine. So as long as you do this consistently enough, like the fat's going to come off. This is going to take me months of consistently doing this for me to get to my goals. Like you can't just expect to just to do this for a few days or even a week and see major changes. So you gotta you gotta stay consistent for a long period of time. And sorry, I'm trying to down some of it before it gets cold. So you have to be consistent for months. Like I'm saying, I probably won't get to my goal until April, May. But that's if I stay consistent. If I start going off track and say every few weeks I start going crazy and I go way over my calories by like 8,000 calories every few weeks, I'm not going to probably get to where I want to be until July or even August. Like it depends on how fast you want to do it. Do you want to do it fast? If you want to do it fast, it's a lot harder, but you're going to see the results quicker. But if you want to do it slow, you can take a whole year. Like it took me a whole year to lose 92 pounds, and that was with me. I would come up way up in weight again, and then I'd come back down, and I'd come up again, and I'd come back down again, way up again, down again. But I lost 92 pounds of fat in a year, and a lot of that had to do was I took my time like that, right? So I'd cut down, and then I'd bulk back up, then I'd cut down, bulk back up, cut down, and then it'd be like bulk back up, cut down, bulk back up, cut down, back, like that. So I started from here, down, here, down, here, down, and just slowly kept coming down for the whole year. But I kept going up a little bit and then back down a little bit, coming back. And I did that because I just didn't have the control like I do now, like this kind of way of eating to just to be like, and now I can do that. So right now we've been starting the cut. We've been kind of like here, and then we kind of dipped down a little bit, and then we've been kind of here for day 17, and we've been kind of creaking like this. Now it's going to start going, it's just going to keep going like that as long as I stay on track. So we were here, then we came down a little bit like this, then we were here, and then now the goal is to go. So it's just going to take a lot of time though. So don't get frustrated when you don't see the scale moving. Like if you haven't seen the scale move in like 3 weeks, okay, time to read. Are you weighing out all your food? Are you properly counting? Like what's going on, right? You must be doing something wrong. But that if you're weighing yourself every day, that scale is going to be like woo, 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 woo. It's going to be all over the place. It's not going to be consistently just. So it's like don't get frustrated when you weigh yourself, and then one day you're 5 pounds heavier, next day you're 10 pounds lighter, and the next day you're 5 pounds heavier again. Just there's so much goes into it. Water, is your body holding on to extra water? All this different stuff goes into it. So don't get frustrated with the process of that. I understand I used to get frustrated with it as well, and then I would give up. Now I understand the process, and that's why I made this channel too, so I can try to help people understand that process and be like, look, I used to weigh 320 pounds, pure fat, no muscle. I've done it. I know how to do it. Don't make the same mistakes I did, and it's okay if you do make those same mistakes, right? That's how I learned. Get into the gym, push yourself hard, learn the equipment, learn to do the workouts. Don't worry about doing everything freaking perfect at the beginning. That's how where I messed myself up, was that I was too worried about, I gotta do everything perfect, I gotta do this perfect. No. Start going, build that consistency of going in the gym. A lot of people there would be happy to show you how to use equipment. If you just come up and be like, hey, can I work in with you? And can you kind of guide me how to do this workout? Like, so many people are willing to freaking do that. If someone did that, I would love to show you. And I'd love to be like, oh yeah, jump in with me. So I understand it because I have a lot of gym anxiety and I still deal with the gym anxiety. So it takes time, but just start going, stay consistent with it all. Don't worry about being perfect from the beginning. Like, you'll get the hang of it all. and you'll learn what works best for your body. Like, you might be better where you need rest days. I don't need rest days, but your body might be like, okay, I need rest days, and that's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't set a rest day. I wouldn't be like, okay, Sunday, Monday is going to be my rest day. No, like, literally go hard and then be like, okay, I'm super sore. My body's sending me signals I need a rest today. And then have a rest day. And then be like, okay, and the next day you'd be like, okay, I'm actually pretty good. I can go back in and work out my arms. Okay, good. So, listen to your body. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to sit here. Pretty much it for this video. I'm going to sit here, enjoy this delicious meal, probably play. I got a video of it, do some other stuff for church, but other than that, I'm probably just going to chill here, play games, keep my brain distracted. I'm getting back into like Red Dead Redemption, playing Indiana Jones, Hogwarts, Starfield, Skyrim, Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm just sitting here chilling, playing games, and trying to, because I struggle with it too as well, and I know a lot of people do. It's called food noise. Some people don't even know what food noise is, but like you'll get that voice in your head, like, hey, there's some potato chips in the cupboard, like, go eat them, go eat them, go eat them, like, get yourself some food. And we just got to recognize that that's us being bored, or it's our brain just telling us to eat, because our body wants us to store fat for when we don't have access to food, just like how our ancestors had. They didn't have access for food for long periods of time, so our body has grown to like, hey, put on as much fat as we can so that we can survive out in the wilderness, right? But really, that's not what we do anymore. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for chest day. Awesome. Love chest day. We'll hit it hard tomorrow. And then hopefully the Broncos win, man. Playoff time for the Broncos. Hopefully they beat the Bills. I'm watching Houston right now beat the Chargers, so 10-6. Third quarter, almost to the fourth quarter. Hey, anything can happen, right? So we'll see you guys tomorrow.